Hogwarts Legacy just released another spooky video, which makes one beg the question, will it be a horror game? Interesting. This marks two big trailers focusing on the darker aspects of the game, with plenty of other evidence pointing to the fact that this game is going to be inherently spooky.
So like I said, Hogwarts Legacy just released another video for the game, and this time it's an exclusive quest for the PlayStation. And at this point, I gotta say that I'm getting pretty close to getting a PS5 to play the game, because this is the second time that they've talked about exclusive content for the platform. Which is a real bummer because I personally love horror games, and I scream like a little girl every time there's a jump scare, but is this going to be the only freaky facet in the game? I really don't think so, considering we've seen plenty of other moments in trailers and clips that would lend themselves to adding a lot of tension and eeriness to the game, but there's still one thing I don't quite understand about this exclusive quest. Ghosts seem to be pretty common in the wizarding world, or at least in Hogwarts, and it seems like most people, including the Muggleborns, grow accustomed to the fact that ghosts are just roaming around the castle willy-nilly pretty quickly. So what makes the quest titled The Haunted Hogsmeade Shop so scary? And for that matter, in the main series, why are people afraid of the Shrieking Shack? I'd say it's because the spirits have ill intentions or they're violent, but it doesn't really seem like people are afraid of Peeves. Let me know why you think witches and wizards are afraid of ghosts down in the comment section. Anyway, this video came with a PlayStation blog post as well, and it gives just a little bit more insight to the scene. Mrs. Mason has a shop for sale that she's for some reason willing to sell to a 15-year-old without a business degree. Community manager Chandler Wood says he doesn't want to give too much away, but the shop has sinister secrets in its basement. I bet it's ghosts. Once you complete the quest, you'll be able to sell your items and gear there for better rates than anywhere else in the game. You'll also get an exclusive shopkeeper cosmetic set, which I kinda like, and I'm slightly bummed that I won't be able to get it on PC, but it's fine because I probably won't be wearing anything other than the default Hogwarts robes anyway. It'd be nice to have the option though. Getting into the trailer though, it opens with a shot of the shop itself and Mrs. Mason standing in front of it, and immediately I wonder if Mrs. Mason is some relative to the Mason family the Dursleys invite over in the beginning of Chamber of Secrets. Imagine how funny it would be if the Dursleys invited over a couple of witches and wizards and then proceed to dote on them the entire night, when that's the one thing they hate more than anything else in the world. It would make my day. A couple seconds later, we see the inside of the shop with a sign above the counter that says Hisacrick Hogsmeade, so that may be the name of the shop. In this scene with the trunk, my eyes are instantly drawn to the portrait of this man holding a wand. No idea if that'll be impactful or not, but as my regular viewers will know, I love wands. The main thing I want to talk about from this trailer is this room with the mannequins. Obviously, from a viewer and player standpoint, it's scary because they're faceless things moving on their own, but like I said earlier, wizards encounter ghosts all the time. We know from the books that Peeves the Poltergeist can control suits of armor, so maybe we've got a less friendly and more violent version of that here in this shop. Or maybe it's not ghosts at all, and the whole thing is a show put on by the shopkeeper to weed out the weaker individuals from buying her shop, like some sort of test to see if we're strong enough to run it. The whole trailer is only about a minute long, but does anyone else find it a little strange that we keep getting trailers with elements of a horror game? It would make sense if it was October already and they were gearing up for some big Halloween announcement, but if you couple these trailers with the 16+ rating for the game, maybe we can read between the lines that this game will be significantly darker than we originally anticipated. Just my 2 cents. If you're like me though and immediately dialed in on the wand in this shot here, you'll more than likely like this video I made going over all the wands we've seen so far in all the trailers, so don't forget to stupefy that like button before checking out that video, and then subscribe while you're down there. But that's all I've got for you today. I will catch you next time, nerds.